Real Madrid knows the price required for the defensive transfer. Real Madrid has shown interest in the services of Spanish star Dion Huijsen, a Bournemouth player, to strengthen the team's defensive capabilities. Huijsen has been performing exceptionally well in the English Premier League, which has attracted the attention of some of Europe's biggest clubs. Journalist Fabrizio Romano mentioned that Huijsen's contract with Bournemouth includes a release clause worth £50 million. Will Real Madrid finalize the Huijsen deal? Romano also pointed out that the release clause will be available for activation starting from the summer of 2025, meaning during the next summer transfer window. It will be interesting to see what happens with Huijsen in the coming period, and the summer months will answer the question of whether Real Madrid can finalize the deal. Certainly, Huijsen would be a strong addition to Real Madrid if the transfer goes through, considering his remarkable abilities. Huijsen is 19 years old and plays as a center-back. His contract with Bournemouth runs until June 2030. Huijsen joined Bournemouth in July from Italian club Juventus, and since then, he has played 22 matches across all competitions, scoring 2 goals. Urgent decision from the head of the Spanish refereeing committee surprises Real Madrid after Barcelona's latest win due to refereeing errors. Amidst the rising controversy regarding the refereeing performance in La Liga in recent weeks, and the increasing accusations of refereeing errors that have directly affected match results, the head of the Spanish refereeing committee issued an urgent decision to investigate these errors and take decisive actions to ensure the integrity of the competition and fairness in refereeing decisions. The refereeing controversy and key events that triggered the crisis. The crisis began after several controversial refereeing decisions in La Liga matches, where many observers felt that some teams were negatively affected by these errors, while others benefited from them. The most notable matches were Barcelona versus Rayo Vallecano. A penalty was awarded to Barcelona, from which Robert Lewandowski scored the winning goal. A penalty was not awarded to Rayo Vallecano after a tackle from Pau Cubarsí. A legitimate goal by the opposing team was ruled out, despite there being no clear foul or offside. Real Madrid versus Osasuna. 3 clear fouls were not awarded to Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappé was struck hard without the referee's intervention or video review. Vinicius Jr. was slapped without any referee action. Jude Bellingham was sent off for protesting a decision, a moment some described as unjustified. Coach Carlo Ancelotti received a yellow card merely for requesting a review of a potential penalty incident. Urgent decision from the head of the Spanish refereeing committee. After growing pressure from clubs, fans, and media, the head of the Spanish refereeing committee held an emergency meeting with senior refereeing officials in Spain and came out with several important decisions, which include opening an official investigation into refereeing performance in recent matches. All controversial cases in recent matches will be reviewed, especially those that affected the team's results. The referees who officiated these matches will be called in to explain their decisions. Video assistant referee, VAR recordings, will be examined to assess how it was used in decision-making. Suspending several referees, temporarily, until the investigations are complete. The committee decided to suspend the referees who officiated the controversial matches until the investigations are concluded. Their technical performance and fairness in applying the laws will be reviewed. If serious errors are found, they could be permanently removed from officiating in La Liga, enhancing the role of VAR and making changes to its usage. Stricter rules will be enforced regarding the use of VAR to ensure that controversial situations are reviewed and no case deserving of review is ignored. Referees will be required to review the screen themselves for all controversial decisions, instead of relying solely on VAR room decisions. An official explanation will be provided for each controversial refereeing decision after the matches to ensure transparency for fans and media. Emergency meeting with La Liga and the Royal Spanish Football Federation, RFEF. A meeting will be held between the head of the Spanish refereeing committee, the La Liga president, and the RFEF president to discuss how to improve refereeing. The possibility of appointing international experts to monitor Spanish refereeing and ensure an improved standard will also be discussed. Updating the list of approved referees for La Liga matches. Current referees will be reassessed, and any referee found not to apply justice correctly will be excluded. New, more competent referees will be given the opportunity, ensuring fair distribution of referees across different matches. Reconsidering some previous refereeing decisions. All controversial decisions from recent matches will be reviewed, and if significant errors are found, the refereeing committee may issue an official apology. In extreme cases, the possibility of replaying certain matches or compensating the affected teams with fair decisions will be considered. Reactions to the decisions of the Spanish refereeing committee. Reactions to these decisions were varied among clubs, fans, and sports experts. Real Madrid. The club welcomed the investigations, considering them a necessary step to ensure competition integrity. They also called for greater transparency in refereeing decisions. Barcelona. The club confirmed its support for improving refereeing standards, but called for balanced decisions that do not target any specific team. Media. Spanish media praised these decisions, considering the swift action of the refereeing committee as a sign of seriousness in addressing refereeing errors. Spanish football fans. Fans were divided, with some calling for radical reforms in refereeing, while others believed these decisions should be comprehensive and apply to all teams without exception. Future actions to improve Spanish refereeing. In addition to these urgent decisions, the refereeing committee announced a series of future measures to improve the standard of refereeing, including increasing the number of assistant referees in the VAR room to ensure more accurate review of all situations, introducing live audio explanations for refereeing decisions, allowing referees to explain their decisions to the crowd during the match, similar to other leagues, conducting intensive training courses for Spanish referees in collaboration with international refereeing experts to improve decision-making, imposing penalties on players and coaches who apply illegal pressure on referees to ensure decisions are not influenced. What will happen next? It is expected that a detailed report on the results of the investigations will be released in the coming weeks, and its results will determine whether additional actions will be taken to ensure fair competition in La Liga. If repeated refereeing errors are proven to have affected the course of the competition, we may see significant changes in the Spanish refereeing system, including the exclusion of certain referees or the introduction of new refereeing technology to ensure decision accuracy. Conclusion. These measures represent an important step toward improving Spanish refereeing and ensuring fair matches. Since refereeing errors can directly affect team results, the Spanish refereeing committee is striving to rebuild trust in refereeing and ensure that La Liga becomes a model of integrity and sportsmanship. 9-point gap. VAR denies Real Madrid the top spot in an exciting La Liga. Reports have indicated that the VR technology has had a clear and significant impact on the standings of the Spanish La Liga during the current 2024/2025 season. A report published by the Spanish newspaper AS added that without the intervention of VAR in the current season's matches, Real Madrid would be leading the standings, Atletico Madrid would be in second place, and Barcelona would be stuck in third. The previous ranking mentioned is contrary to the current standings, where Barcelona is in first place, Real Madrid is in second, and Atletico is in third. The report highlighted that VAR interventions in round 24 flipped the standings upside down, causing dissatisfaction among Real Madrid fans. Real Madrid lost 2 points to Osasuna, the same number of points Barcelona lost to Rayo Vallecano after VAR intervened in Barcelona's penalty decision, following a foul on Inigo Martinez by Cis. It continued, if it weren't for the video technology in the league, Real Madrid would be leading by 9 points over Barcelona, 57-48, and Alaves might escape relegation while Espanyol would be heading for those troublesome positions. La Liga standings. Without VAR intervention. According to AS, based on this report, Real Madrid lost 6 points, Atletico Madrid lost 2 points, and Barcelona gained 3 points. Marca warns Real Madrid about Omar Marmoush in the Champions League. Manchester City, led by Egyptian player Omar Marmoush, is preparing to face Real Madrid in a fiery Champions League clash next Wednesday evening. As you've already read, City will face this match with Marmoush, who is the only hope for Manchester City and coach Pep Guardiola to achieve a comeback against Real Madrid, despite the difficult task ahead. Guardiola said after their 4-0 win over Newcastle, "The chances of winning at the Bernabeu? I don't know, maybe the chances are 1%. Omar Marmoush is Manchester City's only hope to overcome." Real Madrid. Marca newspaper noted that the 1% chance refers to the Egyptian international Omar Marmoush, who came on as a substitute against Real Madrid in the first leg and succeeded in scoring a hat-trick against Newcastle United in the Premier League in just 14 minutes. Marmoush expressed his happiness after scoring his first goals for City, saying, "It was an unbelievable day. It's my first hat-trick in my career, so it's a feeling that can't be compared. It all happened quickly, but I'm happy that I was able to help the team." Marmoush is aiming to continue his great form from recent matches, and he hopes to lead his team to a comeback against Real Madrid, despite the challenge. But football